Welcome back everybody to another video with, oh God's sake, why is the bloody, give me a second people, the bloody, oh my God, something always goes wrong, oh man, anyway, right, let's sort this out quickly. Great start again to another stream. Right, hopefully you guys can see me in a second. Give me a second. Video capture device. Right, I don't know why it keeps deactivating, it makes no sense. Hey, there we go. Right, welcome back everybody to another video. We are back with another match preview against Sheffield Wednesday. We got Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough on the weekend on Saturday. We do. It's going to be a 3 PM kickoff, and the referee is John Brooks. I thought I'd put that in there in the stream this time. But yeah, let's talk QPR. So yeah, great result it was for us on the weekend to move into the top 10, beating Stoke 1-0. Very, very difficult game it would have been, but I think we set up really well. Ryan Hunter says, hello mate, how's it going? I'm all good mate, how are you? Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream yesterday as well. Something a bit different on the streams. But yeah, as you can see, the setup, which I think is going to be the same obviously against Sheffield Wednesday. I don't see any changes in what it's going to be. I think he's going to keep with it because we're lacking a bit of players still out with injury. We are. He has confirmed that the only person that might be fit enough for Saturday is Clark Soar to be on the bench. So it'd be good to see him back on the QPR bench, QPR shirt, all of that stuff. But yeah, it's going to be a hard game at Sheffield Wednesday on Saturday. I only say it because of when you come to a home game, obviously us it's away, for them it's at home. But the thing is, the problem, Sheffield Wednesday are fighting obviously to save their lives in the Championship. And you've got that certain thing about them that does it on important matches at home, you know, and they are bottom of the league, they are at the relegation zone, but you never know what will happen at Hillsborough, because we haven't had a great start in Hillsborough for the past couple of games. So if you think about it and look at it, we lost in January, just gone, against Sheffield Wednesday at home 2-0. We drew 1-1 at Hillsborough in September last year. Sheffield Wednesday beat us 2-0 at home again, 6th of April. Sheffield Wednesday have beat us 2-1 at Hillsborough in 2023. The last result is 2021, where we beat them at home 4-1. So, listen, look, I know it's a different setup for Sheffield Wednesday. You know, they got a different manager, they got a different team. Their main man is Barry Bannon. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but I'm going to say we're going to pull it off. We are going to pull it off, but it's not going to be a big result, I don't think. And I think it's going to be one of them games where Sheffield Wednesday are probably going to be fighting for their lives. Fighting, defending, and the only way they're going to score, I think, is if we make a silly mistake, like at Preston, like at Watford, or you know, even Coventry, you know, someone that's high up in the counter-attacking area, and you know, they got the players for it, and they got the height, you know, so set pieces is going to be a danger as well on the weekend for against us. So yeah, looking at the squad that they've played, obviously their main squad at the moment is Horvath in goal, Ioffa, Weaver and Lowe back three, Valerie on the right, Ingleson on the left, Amas, Bannon, Palmer in the middle of midfield, and Materi and Brown up front. So they will be using youngsters, obviously, because most of the players have gone, so they're going to struggle a lot. But the thing that I'm worried about most is their midfield. So Amas is a quality, in my opinion, a quality left back, but it looks like he's playing in a midfield role with Bannon and Palmer at the moment. And then you got Jan Valery obviously on the right, like right wingish type of thing. So they're gonna probably set up a bit of the same here. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if 3 at the back. We have to take advantage of the long balls if it's 3 at the back. We do. I think. As you can see, Nardi's going to be in goal, obviously, because Joe Walsh is injured. Don Morrison and Bengay and who's that? Davis at the back. Now, I don't know if he's going to do the same thing as he did on the weekend, and put out Escudino because he wants more attack players on the bench. But Davis is doing well for us. You know, he's not getting the ratings, but the thing is, he's doing the job, defending really well and helping our back line, so I'm pleased with that. Varane and Maddison is probably going to stick with the same midfield because they're just killing it at the moment, unless he goes with a free and sacrifices, say, Burrell or Kone and brings him on in a different minute. But Varane and Maddison are just quality at the moment, just doing really well in midfield. You know, you got your holding midfielder in Varane, which is basically commanding anything in front of defence, and then you got your Maddison, who is basically pushing the ball up the field, just to helping us with Kone and Burrell and Sato and Vale, providing the distribution of the ball to the players. Now obviously Burrell is going to be probably very important, I reckon, against Sheffield Wednesday if he does play. We will need him. Only because looking at their back three that they've been using, Lowe, Weaver and Yoyofa, we need speed, pace and strength. We do, you know. Frey might do a good job, but the problem is I'm worried about Lowe and Iofa on like kind of like centre back wing type of things. They're very pacey. They are very pacey and very fast. So I think Burrell and Kone would be the best choices. Ryan says Mbengu is 1 yellow card away from suspension, so maybe rotation there. Good point. I never knew that. That is a good point. Right. Okay. Possibly Mbengu out then, but I'd probably say not Steve Cook in. I wouldn't. He'll probably end up playing Steve Cook, but if he does play Mbengu, he'll probably put him on a off at half time if he looks like a dangerous threat to get a card. So yeah, but like I said, Kone and Burrell is probably going to be the 2 up front for us. Kone is going to be the strength, Burrell is going to be the pace, and that's what we need. We're going to probably score a lot of set pieces, I reckon. If we're going to score goals, it's going to be from set pieces. I think maybe a free kick here, a corner there. So yeah, Sato and Vale on the wings. I was looking at it, and I think Dembele might be a good choice for instead of Sato, just giving Sato a rest and bringing him on in the middle at half time if Burrell's not performing or whatever. I think that'd be the best solution in my opinion. I think Dembele might do a better job on the day just because of pace. So yeah. But apart from that, Julian Stefan has got his tactics on point at the moment. There's no need to be saying, oh, get rid of him and all of that crap. But he's doing really well. You know, he's figured out that changing up the tactics constantly, it might not be working because he hasn't got the team for that. But he's starting to realise, obviously, 3 in a row. Let's not take the piss. We're doing well. Let's just keep the same team or rotate the team in the same way, same tactics, and go from there. So I don't know what he's done to go into this game, but this is how I would set up probably still as we're in form. Like he said, like Ryan said, and Mbengu probably needs to come off and replaced by another defender. I'm not really a big fan of Steve Cook, but he's the only defender, unless he's going to risk Clark Salter on that left to bring him on, but I don't see him playing. I know he said Chair and Poku will not be playing till the next end of the last international break. So he has confirmed Chair and Poku will not be back yet until the international break is over for the next one after October. So I had a feeling it was going to be like that, because if you rush them two back, they're just going to get injured again. And I think he wants to be very cautious with it, because the likely chances are Chair and Poku are still feeling kind of like little nicks here and there in their hamstrings, if that is the case. So yeah. But the players to watch out for, I would say, on Saturday, Barry Bannon, for starters. He is their distributor, their playmaker, his track backs, his everything like that. He's a fan favourite, so he's going to be a player to watch out for. I would say Brown. So Brown at the moment is apparently looking really good up front for Sheffield Wednesday. For what I've seen of him, there's little glimpse of him. Very dangerous player, very dangerous up front. He's more... He likes to hold up the ball a lot. He does, and pass it on. So I would say we need a strong defense, definitely, to be up against him. The wing backs, Ingleson and Valerie, I would say, are going to be a very attacking threat on us on the day to whip crosses in. But apart from that, the only defensive ability that I can see that is Weaver and Alpha. Obviously, Lowe is okay, but I think he lacks a lot of what's the word? Intelligence in the game. He gets past a lot. You know, he that's what I'm saying. If Dembele plays, he'll be obviously. I reckon he'll be able to get past him Low a lot. So yeah, but Vale, you know, he's on form. I can't really say and sit him out or whatever, but yeah, I would say he's going to perform better on the left or the right, whatever position he's at. The light chance is he played on the. He scored from the right. Nice little goal against Stoke. So yeah, he'd probably be on the right again. Sato on the left. But he hasn't really said anything, Julian Stefan, about any like changes yet or anything like that. So I'm guessing we're just gonna have to wait and see at 1 o'clock. At 1:45 on Saturday, I think it is. They release it now, 75 minutes. So yeah. But if we look at the table, Sheffield Wednesday is sitting 23rd with 1 win, 1 draw, 4 losses. So the advantage is there. You know, their form is literally winning their last game against Portsmouth 2-0 away. So that is confidence for them, but they're at home next, so it's going to be a tough game. So Stoke have beaten them at their ground. We've beaten Stoke at our ground. Wrexham have drew 2-2 with them at Wrexham. You also got Sheffield Wednesday losing to Swansea City at Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday losing to Bristol City 3-0. So there's a possibility we could do something. We could do something on the day. It would be nice to see a big result, like 8 goals, just to make up for the Coventry one. But yeah, I would say we should be definitely winning this game 100%. But it's going to be a fighting game. And do you know what? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think Sheffield Wednesday are going to put up a fight against us, because that's, you know, they do it with us all the time. You know, we always go into the game with Sheffield Wednesday expecting the 3 points, but then something silly happens where Barry Bannon has shot from a distance and it's gone in, or we've made a mistake at the back and messed it up. But hopefully Julian Stefan has got his tactics on point, understands what he needs to do to get the 3 points, and goes from there. Hopefully he doesn't change the tactics. If he does, hopefully they're a decently amount of good tactics. So yeah, if we do win, depending on results, we will be obviously in the playoffs. Obviously early days yet, but it's nice to see us in a better position this year than we were last year. Obviously I want to be able to say overtaking Leicester City, just to say, you know, Mike Fuentes, there must have been an issue there. There must have been 100%. So yeah. Now for us wise, players to watch out for, Kone, obviously goal scorer, needs the goals more. I want to see a lot more goals out of him. We haven't seen him score it since obviously Wrexham, but hopefully fingers crossed he could do well with that. So yeah. Who else? I think Burrell is going to be a danger to Sheffield Wednesday if he plays. And I also think Nardi. You know, Nardi is going to be that guy who hoofs the ball up there. I reckon. I don't think we're going to be messing around it at the back because we've learned that lesson now. Don't play from the back, and we rarely do it now. We're hoofing that ball up the field and playing it a lot better with the passing when we're in the opposition half. So I'm really liking that. So yeah, I'm positive about this game because of obviously where Sheffield Wednesday lie and obviously with what they're going through at the moment. But you never know, they're gonna keep pushing us. So yeah. Apart from that, really, predictive scores, I would say 3-0, 3-1 for QPR. Kone 2 goals. Possibly a Madsen goal, I reckon, if he plays. I don't know why I think this, but I think Madsen might get a free kick in. They've been training, and he looks like a very good free kick taker. I know the I think the last free kick he took was last season, and it went into the crowd, so it wasn't great. But yeah, gonna be a tough game for us. But I reckon we'll do him. We'll do him for sure. So yeah. Any questions? Anything before we end the stream for the preview? Predictive scores, what do we want to see, you know, going from there? I'll wait for a second. Hopefully the stream's a lot better today. There's going to be a career mode later. I knew someone was going to ask that. We'll see what happens. We'll see, because it's 7:30 now. I might, if I can get something sorted, possibly 8 o'clock. But I haven't eaten yet, so I need to eat first and then go from there. Really, so we'll see what happens. And it sounds like all of you lot are very intrigued with the career modes now. So. You know, so it's good. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm enjoying it anyway. You know, it was very difficult to think about what I was gonna put out there, but yeah. But cool. We'll leave it there. Hopefully, we'll see you in a bit. But yeah. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to. We'll catch you on Saturday for QPR. Oh, Sheffield Wednesday v QPR at Hillsborough. We'll be live. We definitely will be. So. Stay tuned, I guess. Be prepared, and if you see a stream up later on, then yeah, hopefully I'll talk to you in a bit. But yeah, apart from that, catch you in a bit. Have a great day. Come yours.